And your name is?
Ricky Kendall.
Your occupation?
A supply teacher.
And your specialist subject?
The biblical writings of St. John.
St. John in 2 minutes. John's considered to have written a Gospel, 3 epistles and the book of Revelation. To which island does he say he was banished when he heard a voice instructing him to write the book of Revelation?
Patmos.
Yes, what number that symbolically stands for completeness repeatedly occurs in the book of Revelation? It's mentioned over 50 times.
7.
Yep. The earliest manuscripts of John's Gospel do not include the 12 verses beginning with chapter 7, verse 53. What story is told in this passage?
It's the woman accused of adultery.
Yes. How does Jesus describe himself in chapter 8, verses 12 of John's Gospel? The phrase forms the title of a celebrated painting by Holman Hunt.
The light of the world.
Yes, although some scholars date the book of Revelations to the reign of Nero, it's generally thought to have been written in about 95 AD during a period of Christian persecution under which Roman emperor?
Nero.
No, Domitian. Okay. John has a vision of the harlot Babylon the Great, who's thought to represent pagan Rome. When she appears to him, her clothing is of scarlet and which other colour?
Purple.
Yep. According to John's Gospel, before the crucifixion, Jesus received a drink of wine vinegar, then spoke his final words. What does John say those final words were?
It is finished.
Yes, John describes the garden where Jesus was arrested not as Gethsemane, but as being on the side of which valley?
The Kidron Valley.
Yes, according to John's Gospel, what item of food does Jesus give to Judas that identifies him as the one who will betray him?
It's a piece of bread.
Yes, Revelation chapter 13 states, no one could buy or sell unless he had the mark of the beast. This number 666 is placed on the forehead or which other part of the body?
The right hand.
Yes, John's Gospel records 7 signs or miracles performed by Jesus. The first is the turning of water into wine at the wedding feast at Cana. What is the last?
It's the healing of Malchus, the centurion's...
The raising of Lazarus. What is the Aramaic name of the place where Pilate sat on the judge's seat and condemned Jesus to be crucified? Its English name is Stone Pavement.
Gabbatha.
Yes, for how long is there said to be silence in heaven after the opening of the 7th seal, before the 7 angels blow the 7 trumpets, with each trumpet heralding an apocalyptic event?
Half an hour.
Yep. What does John encourage his readers to do in the final verse of his first epistle?
Pass.
I've just started, so I'll finish. The early chapters of Revelation are addressed to the 7 churches of Asia. The church in Ephesus is the first one addressed. What is the last one?
Laodicea.
Yes, you had 1 pass. John encourages readers in the final verse of his first epistle to keep yourselves from idols. That 1 pass, but you, Ricky, have also scored 12 points.